Hello, my name is Fiona, and I'm a certified teacher and a Praxis coach with Study.com. Are you planning to take the English to Speakers of Other Languages exam? This is Praxis test code 5362. This problem set covers the subtopic of Foundations of Language Learning. Let's review the types of questions you can expect to encounter on the exam. Let's get started. Question number 1. Supporting literacy development among English language learners requires teachers to adapt their instructional strategies. One useful technique can be for teachers to verbally articulate processes or to provide explanations at a level accessible to students. Which term best describes this strategy? Providing background knowledge, think-alouds, chunking, or pre-teaching vocabulary. Providing background knowledge involves giving students the information they need before starting a new topic, but does not specifically involve verbalizing processes. Chunking is the practice of breaking information into smaller, more manageable parts, which helps in understanding but does not directly involve verbal articulation. Pre-teaching vocabulary focuses on teaching key terms before reading a text, which aids comprehension but doesn't describe the process of verbal explanation. The correct answer here is think-alouds, a strategy where teachers verbalize their thought processes and explanations to model and make learning accessible to students. Question number 2. A student enters an ESOL environment having only spoken one language up to this point. The language this student speaks does not use the Roman alphabet, and therefore the English learning process is far more difficult. Other students whose first language uses the Roman alphabet do not have this issue. This student is affected by prior experience, stuttering, unrealistic teacher expectations, or classroom influences. Stuttering refers to speech fluency issues and is unrelated to the difficulty of learning a new alphabet. Unrealistic teacher expectations might affect student performance, but are not specific to the challenge of different alphabets. Classroom influences encompass the overall classroom environment, but do not specifically address the issue of alphabet familiarity. Therefore, the correct answer is prior experience, which refers to the student's previous exposure to a language system that does not use the Roman alphabet, making the English learning process more challenging. Question number 3. Drawing conclusions and solving problems using information in a different context can best be described as transfer, schema, pre-operational, or classification. Schema refers to a cognitive framework or concept that helps organize and interpret information, but does not specifically involve using information in a different context. Pre-operational is a stage in Piaget's theory of cognitive development, not a process of using information in new contexts. Classification involves grouping objects or ideas based on shared characteristics. Thus, the correct answer here is transfer, which describes the ability to apply learned knowledge and skills to new and different situations. Question number 4. Ms. Broadber, a dedicated grade 5 teacher, has taken on the role of an ESOL instructor for the first time this year. As she prepares to support her English learners, Ms. Broadber is meticulously planning her lessons and classroom activities. She understands the importance of creating a supportive and effective learning environment for her students, especially as they navigate the challenges of acquiring a new language. With a keen eye for detail and a commitment to her students' success, Ms. Broadbur is determined to design her instructional approach thoughtfully, laying the groundwork for her students' communicative competence and overall language development. Which of the following strategies will Ms. Broadbur most likely introduce in her classroom based on the scenario? Using authentic materials like newspapers and videos to simulate real-world tasks. Having students recite texts word for word to improve speaking skills. Conducting regular assessments to review and reinforce learned material. Or promoting the copying of information from the board to enhance retention. Having students recite texts word for word can help with pronunciation but does not foster communicative competence. Conducting regular assessments is important for tracking progress, but is not specifically about creating a supportive learning environment. Promoting the copying of information from the board is a passive activity that does not directly enhance the language development or communicative competence. The correct answer here is using authentic materials like newspapers and videos to simulate real-world tasks, as this approach helps students engage with practical language use and enhances their communicative competence. I hope I was able to clarify the types of questions you will find on the subtopic of Foundations of Language Learning for the Praxis 5362 exam. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel so that with Study.com's help, you will feel confident and prepared on exam day. Wishing you all the best with your prep and your exam. Bye for now.